know, all the meetings are broadcast on our YouTube channel. So now we are on YouTube. So hello people from YouTube. My name is Gabriele and I will guide this immersion today. Today we are going to talk about means of transportation and I'd like to explain a little bit how TNT works. TNT is a language platform for beginners, intermediate, and advanced speakers. All immersion meetings are not regular classes, so I'm not a teacher, I'm a student. And this is a place to practice English in a real environment, all right? We have a topic to discuss about, we have some questions to guide the conversation, and we have some rules to follow to make the conversations flow better and enjoyable. The first rule is to be respectful. The second rule is don't be afraid to make mistakes. Remember that here we are in a safe place, so feel free to make mistakes here. Feel free to tell some words in Portuguese if you don't know or if you don't remember the word in English. And the third one is to have fun. Okay, guys? I'd like to invite you, Isabel, to introduce yourself, please.
Sure. So my name is Isabel. I'm 23 years old. I live in Florianópolis, Santa Catarina, and I born here as well. I live with my family. And the last year, I finished my graduating graphic design. And nowadays, I work with it, but I work in a company doing UI design too, and nowadays UX. So I'm learning a new area. And in my free time, I like read books, watch movies and series as well.
Do you have a favorite band, Isabel? Or favorite artist?
Well, about music, no. But I think that I don't have a good, how can I say that in English? A good gosto musical.
A taste.
A taste, thank you. Taste, because I don't know about the music stuffs, and I just listen some music because of the melody, you know. So, but I want to understand more the things about music, but I don't have a good taste, I think. So sometimes I listen, I don't know, electronic, and sometimes I listen Brazilian music, and sometimes I listen rock, but just about because the melody. So I don't have a preference.
No problem, Isabel. And you, Edilton, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah. Hello again, people. My name is Edilton. I'm from Salvador, Bahia, Brazil. I'm 39 years old. I live with my parents and I like to go to the beach. I like to read books, and study other language. In the talk, I'm learning English and Spanish, and one day I will try to learn Mandarin too. I need to test myself in learning other things very different from I did today. I do today. Yeah.
And do you have a favorite sport?
Well, I like swim. I try to play soccer, volleyball, but it not work very well.
I don't know how to swim. I had some classes many time ago, but I need to learn again because I'm not good. And it's necessary here in Rio because we have the sea and we have a lot of beach and it's not so safe to enter into the sea, and we need to know how to swim here. And you, Andrea, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, good evening, guys. My name is Andrea. I live in Guarujá, but I was born in São Bernardo do Campo. I work as an assistant administrative in a Japanese restaurant. I've been working a lot, guys, thank God, because it's necessary to pay the bills. but I feel very tired. I think I need a vacation, you know. I'm wishing a vacation to, I don't know, to rest, to go to concerts, because I really like going to rock concerts. And Isabel, don't worry about your taste, musical taste, because I would like to be like you to have more options about music, but I just like listening rock. So sometimes I think I needed to hear a lot of another things, you know. But don't worry, that's it about me, guys.
Okay.
Andrea, do you have a favorite beverage?
Yes, Gabi. My favorite beverage is wine, guys. I really love drinking wine. I like drinking beer, but I prefer drink wine because I don't know, beer, you go a lot of time, many times to the bathroom, you know. So because of this, I started drinking wine, and now I love it.
Thank you, Andrea. And last but not least, Marcio, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I can. So my name is Márcio. Good evening, people. Sorry. And I'm married. I have a children. And I was born in Bahia, but I live in São José dos Campos. It's a small city. I don't consider here. I study every day. And because here there are a lot of traffic, big difference about the between Northeast, for example. But it's a beautiful city, you know. I really like to live with my family here, and I love wake up early and Sunday to Sunday. Yeah, it's to me really important, to really necessary, you know, because I love make coffee with for my family, and what else? With patience for music instrument, and I really like to talk when I answer the music instrument, you know. I play bass since my childhood, and really different bass to me. What else? Ride a bike with my daughter on weekend. I love make food with my wife because really important. Enjoy this moment with my wife, talking about the family, the children, the job. We like life, our life, you know. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening.
Marcio, do you have a favorite color?
What else? I think I don't know. Red, green.
It's a good
Yeah.
color. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when we grew up, it's difficult to define a favorite color, a favorite things in life. So this is the purpose that I asked you about your favorite things. So guys, let's move on to the first question about the topic of today. Let me see, Andrea. What's your preferred mode of transportation for daily commutes? Oh, sorry, I forgot to present myself. So, my name is Gabrielle. I'm 32 years old. I live in Rio, but I was born in Pelotas, Rio Grande do Sul. I'm a science entrepreneur, so I have my own business. And in my free time, I really like to stay with my friends or stay at home, watching movies and series and listen to music, or cooking or running, things like that. I really like to do. So now it's okay, Andrea. Do you have a favorite means of transportation or not?
No, I don't have a favorite. I ride a motorcycle, but it's not my favorite means of transportation because I think it's dangerous. But it's a way to go to work, so I try to pay attention on the street, on the traffic, you know. But yeah, I don't have one.
I thought that your favorite it was a motorcycle.
No, I ride a motorcycle, but it's not my favorite. It's necessity, I don't know.
In my case, my favorite is the subway. I really like to I don't know how to say it. It's not run to subway, but stay subway. I don't know. Take a subway. I think that's it. Take a subway. And I really like because in my city that there is not a type of of this type of transportation, and I discovered it in my first um, first travel to São Paulo, and I fell in love about this type of transportation. And how about you, Edilton?
In my case, I prefer more motorcycle, but I don't have a motorcycle. So today I like the metro. I will tell a story about the metro in Salvador, Bahia. Unfortunately, because the corruption of the government, the metro became ready. The all construction became ready for the people in 14 years. Imagine the situation. Almost 2 decades to construct, to build a subway. And the subway in Brazil, in Salvador, is different. One part is in underground, and the other part is in highway. It's like a montanha russa. Não sei se fala em inglês, mas tudo bem. Like a montanha, Russian mountain. Today I prefer that because the uh, subway line in Salvador is increasing and it can be useful to uh, be transported to different parts of the city. Okay, that's it.
Thank you for sharing. Here in Rio, we have the both type. We have the subway that is underground, and we have the another one that we call BRT, and it's like a train, but it's in a highway, and we have the both type. It's different for me because of the first time that I took a subway, I thought that the only type that exists was on the ground, but we have the both type to experiment. And you, Marcio?
So in my case, I don't have a preference, you know. It depends the money. It depends the my opportunity. Yeah, but public transportation, in my view, really important, you know, but really necessary. But I really like ride by bike because I I love you ride by bike, you know, alone or with the other, and principal with my daughter because I enjoy the moment. I say every time, you know, and yeah, I prefer ride by bike in when I will go for my job, for example, or any any place. Yeah, ride by bike it's really nice.
I really like ride a bike. When I have time, I go with my boyfriend uh, to ride a bike on the beach, and we go. Usually, we go from Flamengo until Ipanema, we passed through 4 neighborhoods. Neighborhoods. So it's beautiful to see the sea, and we talk together, and it's like a thing that we usually do on Sunday, and I really like to do. But I don't use it bike for in my daily routine, you know. I just use bike to enjoy the moment and to practice some exercise. It's not for my, how to say, to locomover. I forgot how to say it in English. And you, Isabel?
Well, in my daily routine, I stay almost in time in my home because I work from home. But when I can, actually, and depends of the context and the location, I really enjoy to walk. Actually, if I can, I go out and do this in my time. Nowadays, my city become a little bit more dangerous, but until I can, I choose to go out to the center, for example, if I can. But last year, for example, when I studied and went to the university, I usually went with public transportation, with bus. Enjoy too. Depends actually, because depends of the time you take a bus without a lot of people, so it's better if we compare it to a situation with a lot of people. But that's it. If I can choose, I choose to go out because I really enjoy.
Yeah, I agree with you, Isabel. This is this to go out with several places was one of my things that I consider to decide to live in the neighborhood that I live nowadays, because here I can go to supermarkets, go to the subway, go to the bakery, to the, I don't know, a lot of place just walking. And for me, it works. And I just use means of transportation to go to my work. But in other case, I do all the things by myself, just walking, and I really like to do. And then the next question is related to what Isabel said about public transportation. So, Edilton, how often do you use public transportation? What kind of transport do you usually use? In my case, I use public transportation almost every day, and the kind of transportation that I use is bus or subway. And how about you, Edilton?
Yeah, good question. My case is similar to you. I use bus and metro. Sometimes I use car with Uber. I ask for a Uber and I ride, not car. But almost almost time almost time. A maioria das vezes, pô, esqueci aqui. And in the almost time I use metro and bus.
And you, Isabel?
Well, nowadays, because I don't go out too much in my routine, but when I go out, nowadays I choose go with Uber because depends of the location. I need to take quickly transportation or go out and even with my family's car. But about public transportation, as I said before, in the last year, I just use bus. And because in my city we don't have subway, and we don't have, actually it's a kind of joke here in my city because we are an island and we don't have water transportation to went to the city next to us. So it's a kind of joke that we do here. And also it's a discussion that we have a lot of time and nobody do something like that. So here in Florianópolis, you just have bus about public transportation, and yeah, that's it. If I need to choose public transportation, I just have a bus.
And you, Marcio?
Yeah, I think my view in Brazil, most use is bus, you know? Yeah, because because the comfort, I don't I don't think so. But my most use is bus here in Brazil. And yes, I I use every day by bus, you know. Yeah, really complicated, but public transportation here different, you know, because here depend the bus has air conditioning. I don't know English. I think so. Yeah, has air conditioning. Really nice. Yes, but news buzz here's a lot of news buzz here. Yeah. So yeah, I think here big different about the public transportations. Really nice. Yeah. Big example. Yeah. So more usually in Brazil is bus. That's it.
I confess that in Rio, buses don't have a buses aren't comfortable. So we have some buses that have air conditioning, but there's a lot of other ones that don't have one, and they are falling to pieces. And it's a little bit dangerous to to take it. But depend of the regions, we need to take it, and it's cheaper than private cars like Uber. So most people don't have options, so the only option is to take a bus. And of course we have subway, but the subway don't we cannot go to everywhere here to with subway, some parts of Rio we don't have subway stations, so the only way to go to some neighborhood with public transportation is by bus, and we have this kind of differences of buses here. And you, Andrea?
So even though I ride a motorcycle, I need to take a boat. I don't know if I can say that, a boat every day because I work in Santos and I live in Guarujá and I need to cross the ocean every day. So I depend this kind of transportation. And also when I needed to go to São Bernardo do Campo, for example, or another city that I cannot go by motorcycle, I use a bus. I like to use a bus. I have a car too, but my car is stay with my husband, and my husband It's working in another city in Ubatuba. So when I need to go so far, I need to take a bus. But yeah, I use this boat every day, and sometimes it's very stressing.
Andrea, I'm so passionate about boats. I I really like to cross the river with boats. Here in Rio, we have we use it to go to some place. And the first time that I took a boat here, it was so incredible for me, and I really like to take this type of transportation. Unfortunately, I don't have to. I don't need to take it every day, but I really like it.
Yeah, and it's very nice here, Gabby, because we can see sometimes no, a lot of times we can see the ships, passing through the ocean. So we need to wait for the ship and go on. It's very nice.
Guys, I suggest you to skip the question number 4 and go to the question number 5. Let me see, Márcio. Are there any transportation modes you avoid due to the safety concerns? If so, which one?
I think the Márcio's internet, maybe.
Yeah. Márcio, are you here? I think he, I don't know.
Sorry.
It's the
Sorry,
question
Márcio.
number 5.
Because I use cell phone really complicated,
No
when
problem.
I participate in Imersão. Could
No
you
problem.
read the next question? Sorry.
Are there any transportation
Please.
modes you avoid due to the safety concerns? If so, which one? Are there any transportation that you don't use because you don't feel safe to use it?
Yeah. So I don't know English. For example, barco, for example. I don't know English.
Boats.
Yeah. Both. Yeah. Yeah, both. Yeah, really, really interesting, They are. Yeah, they are. Yes, but I think it's depend the place, but you really nice both. Both, I don't know English. So really interesting because I plan really nice too, but really expensive. And what else? Yeah, I think both really interesting, but it's depend the place because there are place don't have beach, for example. Yeah, but really interesting.
And you, Edilton?
In my case, is interesting. I like to use a motorcycle, but I don't like to ride a motorcycle. I like to be a driver because I'm a tall person. When I simply use the bike, I need to crouch myself to do the moves because I take a risk to fall in the street. So I prefer in that condition. But there is other transportation I don't like very well is boat because I not feel good. Simply I feel headache. So in last situation I use the boat.
I'm feel afraid to I don't know how to ride a motorcycle. but I feel afraid to be the passenger. So, and I avoid to use it. We have some options to use it when we ask for a Uber car, when can ask for a motorcycle, but I always avoid it because I feel afraid. And I confess to you that I feel afraid to take a bus, to stay in a bus, not because, of course, we don't have buses here with good condition, but I feel afraid about the to be stolen, because some depend of the day, depend of the hour of the day, some people relate that have some people are stolen on the bus, and I feel a little bit afraid about it. And you, Andrea?
Oh my gosh, it's a difficult question. I'm afraid about all kind of transportation, guys. I'm really afraid to drive car, for example, to use a car. I'm really afraid of trunks, when trunks is going to my direction, for example, eu fico apavorada, I don't know how to say that, but I don't know, maybe
And how
I am
about
not
airplanes?
airplanes. No, I just use airplanes 3 times, so I didn't have problem. So maybe I don't have a problem with airplanes. But I don't know, Gabi. It's a difficult question. I am very afraid of everything, So maybe trunks. Yeah, trunk. Yeah.
And you, Isabel?
Well, in my case, depends of the time and the context, I think. For example, if it's too much late, in the night period, I prefer to, and if I don't, oh my gosh, if I am not in my house and I need to go back, when I go back, I prefer don't take an Uber or even a bus. I think I prefer take an Uber in this time of the night if I compare with a bus. I don't know, because it's more safe in my opinion. But even so, I became a little bit worried about it. And about cars or something like that. In this year specific, I started to drive more. Actually, my family's car, but I have the document. I think about 2 years, maybe.
Driving license.
Thank you, driving license. Yes. And this year specifically, I started to drive more, and nowadays it's okay, but I'm not a good driver at the moment. And to do that, I needed to make some classes in the last year for people that have the license but don't know how to drive too much. But I don't have too much scare about it. But of course, we became a little bit worried about it and try to pay attention a lot in that situation.
You mentioned that about take an Uber at night, and when I do it, I always share my location with a friend or with a relative because I feel more safe to do it. I don't know if because I'm a woman, but I prefer to do it, and it's not a cost to share my location with a friend or a relative. And about driving license, I have one. I don't have a car, and I've never have had a car, and practice. Uh, I practice that. I use I how to say it on the past. Of the past of right. I I don't know, guys.
The best of written.
Right? Yeah.
Wrote, written.
Rode. Yeah. I rode my my mom's car on the past, but I nowadays I feel that I forgot everything. So I need to take some class, some drive classes. I know how to schedule it because the places that we take our driver license, we can schedule some classes after to have a license to drive it. So I need to do it because all the things that I learned was in a small city, and now I live in a big one with a different geography. So I need to practice more. So sometimes I think to schedule some classes just to train, just to practice, and to remember the things, you know. Guys, the question number 6, I think Isabel and Andrea answered about if they have our own transportation, but I'd like to know about you, Edilton. Do you own a personal mode of transportation or not?
Well, I did not understand the question. What is the personal mode? I don't mean.
Own it's seu próprio. If you have your own car, it's like if you have
Okay,
seu carro próprio, or
Okay, entendi. I understood. Unfortunately, I did not have my transportation, but in the future, I will buy a bicycle because I like to ride on a bicycle, and I will do more exercise to lose weight and improve my health. Yeah.
and you, Márcio?
My own transportations is bike, you know. Yeah, I have one bike. Yes, that's it. I don't have car, I don't have bus, I don't have airplane yet. You know, in the future, it's possible, I say. Yeah.
I don't have any type of transportation of mine. I intend to buy a bike, but I don't have space to 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 have one in my apartment. So it's just a plan for the future. And guys, the question number 7, it's a good one. Andrea, is there a mode of transportation you haven't experienced yet? If so, which type of is it?
I think ship navio. Yeah, I have never traveled by ship, and I really would like to because I think it's going to be a good experience. Because car, truck, bus, airplane, what else? Motorcycle, bicycle, I've already used it. So maybe a ship in my case.
When you talk about truck, it's like a caminhão.
Yeah.
I've never take a truck or ride a truck.
Yeah, I have never ride, but I was how can I say, a passenger on a truck. So
Oh my God, that's so
yeah,
nice.
very nice.
And in my case, I've never take a ship or stay in a ship and in a helicopter. But I'm still afraid to take an helicopter, I confess. Sometimes I see the helicopters on the sky here in Rio, but I don't know, guys. For me, it's so dangerous. I don't know how people can take it. For me, it's terrible.
Yeah,
And
I
how
agree.
how about you, Isabel?
Well, I never had the opportunity to drive or maybe go being a passenger in a motorcycle, and a different mean of transportation. I think motorcycle that I said before, in rocket, I don't know. But rocket is very difficult to have this opportunity. So I think in our real life here, typically transportation is motorcycle.
And you, Márcio?
Yeah, I don't know English, but really nice when I go for not eat with my family. I forgot the name. And house car, I think so. Because really interesting because my uncle has house car. I don't know English. É uma van, tipo uma casa dentro. I don't know. So, but it's very nice, you know? Yes, because we enjoy the other place, other enjoy different food. Trail, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, trailer. Yeah, nice. Really nice.
It's
Yeah,
so
that's it.
nice, Mars. There's a lot of people on YouTube that cross the world with a trailer, inside a trailer, and living there. So it's so nice. It's so adventure, you know. And I've never experienced yet this type of transportation before, but I can imagine it. It could be nice. And you, Edilton?
And I agree with Marcel and Isabel. One day I will use a trailer and a rocket. Elon Musk helping us to make a trip with rocket, but I have a desire to. I desire one day use balloon. I like balloon, so beautiful. It's very good to watch the balloon in the sky.
I've never stayed in a balloon, and I'm still afraid about it. But I confess that it is so beautiful. Guys, we have time to one more question, and I select the question number 10. Have you ever used ride sharing or carpooling services? If so, what was your experience like? In my case, guys, I use it almost every day because there is a group on WhatsApp with people that are in the same place, that works or study in the same place as me. And all the people there are in the same neighborhood as me. So people that have a car put on this group, oh, I will go to the work for 8 a.m. And people that have the same hour of work schedule and go with them. So for me, it's so perfect because it's cheap and it's safe and it how to say, we don't spend a long time in a transportation. So for me, it's perfect. And how about you, Andrea?
No, Gabi, I have never used it, but my mom are use it to use this kind of transportation because when she needs to goes to Paraty, for example, she use this ride sharing. I don't know.
Yeah, there is a type of, I don't know if it is an app that people, the name is BlaBlaCar. So
Yeah, that's it.
people can share travels with this through this app, you know.
Yeah, she's, how can I say, brave because I cannot, I don't have this courage.
And you, Edilton?
Okay, in my case, I have not used the services. The carpooling, I use it a ride when I go back to my home. When I go to the college, my classmates, and sometimes help me, but I did not use it officially in an app like Uber or etc.
And you, Marcio?
Yes, I have, and to use example, yeah, Uber, I don't know. Yeah, but a little because I don't like, yeah, my wife use every time, but I don't like.
I have a neighborhood that works in the same place as me. Neighborhood, not neighbor. I have a neighbor that works in the same place as me, and sometimes, not sometimes, almost every day, if I don't have a carpooling, in this group that I mentioned it before, or if I don't take a bus or whatever, sometimes we go together to university and we share the YouTube plan. I don't know. One of you ask for Uber and put the other to share the costs, and it works. It was so good just to use an app to do it. And you, Isabel?
I don't have any experience with that too, but my cousin, he lives in another city, but our family lives here in Florianópolis, and he usually uses this blah car, and with his car, or even take carpooling using this platform too.
Thank you for sharing. Guys, unfortunately, we don't have time to continue this discussion. I'd like to ask a lot of questions that I planned here, but we don't have time to continue. So thank you for your time. Thank you to stay with me today. I put on the chat the survey about this immersion, so you can access this link and put a note from 1 to 10 about this immersion. Put some comments, put some suggestions, put some ideas of topics that you really like to talk about, and I will bring it to the next immersion, okay? So that's it, guys. Have a good rest of week. Have a good weekend if I don't see you in another immersion. And take care. Bye-bye.